Every night my 5-year-old son says his prayers before going to bed. He's gotten pretty good and knows what to say, thanking God for the gift of life, asking God to forgive him for his sins, and so on. At the end, he prays for all the people he knows before saying amen. A few nights ago, however, while praying for his friends and family, towards the end he said, "And bye-bye, Grandpa." I didn't think anything of it at the time, but the next day I received tragic news that my father-in-law had passed away in his sleep. That evening, my son said his prayers, mentioned how his grandpa was now in heaven, prayed for his friends and family, and then he said, "And bye-bye, Auntie Sue." This too was a bit odd, but I didn't think much of it until the following day. Sure enough, the following day my sister passed away. At this point, it seemed too much of a coincidence that my young son could predict the future, so I made sure to pay close attention to his prayer that night. I was relieved to hear him finish his prayer, without mentioning saying bye-bye to anyone, and after his prayer, I tucked him in his bed, told him good night, and started to exit his room. Before I got to the door, I heard him blurt out, "Oh yeah, and bye-bye, Dad, amen." Needless to say, that whole day, I was on pins and needles and almost took the day off from work. I was extra careful driving to work, took the stairs instead of the elevator, and even stayed in for lunch. The drive home was uneventful, and I even picked up food for dinner. When I got home, I could tell something was wrong with my wife, as she seemed rather sad. I asked her what was wrong, and she replied, "Our mailman had passed away."